Okay, let's solve this word problem. First thing I would do is draw yourself a rectangle just to understand what in the world they're talking about. So the perimeter of a rectangle is 300 meters. So I'm going to say P equals 300 just to understand the problem. It says this fence is to be fenced along 3 sides only. Okay. Well, they're telling us that the entire rectangle field, the perimeter is 300. So from that information, I can do this. 2, we'll call this side x and this side y. I know you have, this is x and this is x, so from the formula 2x plus 2y, that's equal to 300. I know that. You're basically writing out a different type of system of equation here. But so far, this is what I have. Remember, x represents my width, and I can write that x equals width, and then y is equal to, looks like my length here, at least in this problem. So 1x is equal to one of those. So I want to take this and kind of simplify it. So I'm going to divide everything by 2. So why would I want to do that? We'll see in a minute. X plus y equals 150. I want to write everything in terms of either my width or in terms of just length. That's because I want the width or length by itself, because it said this field to be fenced only along 3 sides only. So I'm going to have to use that. So I want to solve for one of the sides, because I'm going to have 2 sides and a third. So let's take this and solve it for y. So I'm going to subtract x on both sides. I'm solving for y. So now you got y equals 150 minus x. Okay, so this, remember, this represents an expression. This is an expression that represents length. Very important. Okay, if I knew how to spell length, it would be okay. All right, so this is an expression for length. So now I got to go back. Let's keep reading. It says the fencing along its 2 lengths and 1 width is to be done at $50 per meter. 2 lengths and 1 width. What does that mean? My length is here. And my width is x, right? This is my width. So actually, now that I do this, I really should, let me take that back. I should solve for x. Ignore that. X equals 150 minus y. I'm just going to take this and subtract y on both sides. Okay? Sorry about that. All right, so now this, it says the fencing along its 2 lengths. Well, my length is y, and my width is x. So watch this, 2 lengths. 1 length is y, right? So I'm going to go 2 lengths, which is 2y, plus 1 width. This is my width now, not length, that's width. That's width here. So it's going to be 2y plus 150 minus y, because I wrote this variable, my width, in terms of y. Okay? Now this represents the dimensions for 2 lengths and 1 width. Okay? So now it says it's going to be done at a cost of $50 per meter. So $50 times each meter. And they're saying that's going to cost, total cost is $12,000. Okay, that's the equation. Now we just got to take this and solve it. Simplify this. 2y minus y is y plus 150. We're simplifying it here. Times 50 equals 12,000. Now just solving an equation. Distribute. That's 50y plus, I think that's 7,500 equals 12,000. Now I'm going to subtract 7,500 from both sides. Subtract 7,500 from both sides. So 50y is equal to whatever 12,000 minus 7,500 is, which is 4,500. Divide by 50. Y is equal to, what's that, 90? And if I plug it back in here for x, it's going to be 150 minus 90. So x is equal to 60. So my width is 60, my length is 90. That was fun. All right, hopefully that helped.